Thank you, thank you. Yes, the two biggest barriers to growth tourism in the continent, visas and open skies. And I think, and I've said to ministers earlier on, we need to put a lot more pressure on the African Union. If you look at the history of open skies, it started way back in 2012. A single air market access for Africa. It was finally launched in Kigali in Rwanda in 2018, where fewer countries were signed up to the open skies. We now have the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. And that agreement is not just about moving goods, but also moving people. When I was recently in Ghana, I visited the offices and the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, Mr. Nene. And I asked him what is happening to this open skies? And what are they doing with the AU? Well, his explanation was that there is now a new commissioner or two new commissioners. What happened in the past, it was also delegated to two commissioners of the AU, and then the thing fell through the cracks. So I'm very hopeful that the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is going to assist us to move that agenda forward. Angola will be hosting, like ministers say, in July, where we are bringing together the ministers of transport and tourism. As you know, the open skies is not in our mandate. It's sitting with the mandate of the ministers of transport. But it's for us as member states of the AU to make sure that we drive that agenda more urgently there. On the issue of visas, another barrier for travel in the continent. South Africa, we had two good examples. When we sorted out the visa regime for Kenya, immediately it was our fastest growing market to South Africa. Last year, 2024, we sorted out the visa issue with Ghana, and we've seen a 149% increase from Ghana. I can only speak for South Africa. We are moving towards, in South Africa, to use digital technology more, artificial intelligence more, to make governments more efficient and effective. Where are we moving to as South Africa? Before the end of the year, we are discussing and we are testing a new visa regime that's called electronic travel authorization. With the electronic travel authorization, what will happen, we will move away from a paper-based system where applications will be online. And that ETA is going to be applicable to the whole world. And that is going to solve many of the visa problems that we now have in the continent, where certain countries don't have the same visa requirements as some countries. And the Minister of Home Affairs, together with the presidency, that are driving this process of the ETA, they will be making an announcement. So that is going to solve our problem as South Africa. Also, the turnaround time for applying for a visa. Again, the verification of the application will not be done by human beings, that when that official is in a bad mood in the morning and just turn down your visa. We're going to use artificial intelligence to help with the verification of visa applications. So that's on that. In terms of investment, as part of the G20 chairpersonship of South Africa, we are planning a dedicated tourism investment summit in South Africa in September. Again, the African brothers will come and ministers will come, and they will come and pitch investment opportunities available in their country. I have written to all our 9 provinces in South Africa, give us 2 proposals. Then we screen the proposals, we make sure that they are bankable, and then we will also pitch that to the world. So that we are planning for September, because there's a great need for infrastructure investment in tourism assets. We need to work together with all 3 spheres of government in terms of access road, water, and all of that. So infrastructure development is high on the agenda, and investment and financing on the G20 agenda for South Africa for this year. Thank you.